right. Made in Germany. Alright, so for our next little project on the 300 SD, I'm going to change out something that I suspect we're having a problem with, and that is the idler arm bushings. Alright, we'll take a look at this kit real quick. One bushing. Two bushings. We have an end cap of a washer or spacer or something. A really big bolt. That is one heck of a bolt. And we have a nut. How hard could it be, really? Hey, welcome back to the garage, everyone. All right, next up on our project list is to replace our idler arm bushing. Now, this appears to be a Mercedes part that's installed in the car. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit and see what's going on here. I'm not too sure how bad off this bushing is, but there is a crack right here. That little pick tool is sinking down in it about, oh, I don't know, that far. So anyway, clearly it needs to be replaced. I have no idea if it's affecting the steering at all, but it's something that needs to be replaced, so we're gonna get after it. I'll tell you one long-term thing that I'm really dreading though. I just got through wiping a whole bunch of oil off here. And the rear main seal on this engine is done. It's got to be changed. And from what I gather, it's quite the job, and will more than likely require the engine to be removed for that. But that'll be at a later date. So for right now, let's get busy and replace our idler arm bushing. All right, so before we can take our idler arm bushing out, we're going to disconnect the tie rod from the idler arm itself, so that when we take this bolt out, we can move the idler arm out of the way. Remove our cotter pin. Let's see, hey, look at that. All right, let's take this nut off the big long bolt next. All right, got our wrench in place. Of course, had my air set on 80 psi for a different tool. Let's see if this will do it. Little dab will do you. All right, let's take our bolt out. Now there should be a spacer between the idler arm and the dust cap, and there is. Apparently, I think we're supposed to reuse that spacer. And then here is the dust cap. So the next step is pounding these out of here. Now the Mercedes manual has a special tool they use and all that mess, but we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I think I'm going to get a long punch or maybe a piece of rebar and go up through the center and punch the top one out, and then maybe a slide hammer to pull the bottom one out. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure something out here in the next few minutes. All right, let's see how well this works. We should be able to, all right, that goes straight up to the middle. I'm gonna pull back, see if I can't determine where that bushing ends. If I can reach the edge of it. more of a challenge than I thought. It looks like that. Right, so what I'm going to try to do is get in there and grab the tip of this and on the top and tap on that and drive it out. But this punch I've got is too fat. Huh. Interesting. Let's just try brute force at first, and let's just see what happens here on this top one. Ow, don't hit your hand. Yeah, it's moving. Let's use a bigger hammer. Yeah, get the big hammer. I think we got it. Well, that wasn't hard at all. Look at that. Ta-da! That was easy. I was expecting it to be hard. Cool. All right, we're going to use our little specialty screwdriver that we created for the Volkswagen spring clip brake line removal. We'll slip that up in there and grab that center part. Hey, look at that. You gotta be smarter than the average bear. Now we gotta get the rest of it out of there. Okay, so basically this bushing has two metal sleeves. One is an outer part of a bearing and one is the inner part. And you can see the inner part of it is still in there. I can feel the edge of it with my finger. It goes up about like that. So see if I can get up inside there and tap the other one out. Oh, that was easy. All right, so we got the little bearing part out. That was surprisingly simple. I'm waiting for a challenge car. Come on now. I know you got it in you. All right, well, let's just see if our... let's see if the screwdriver will do this other part here. And I slipped a piece of that old bushing over the screwdriver. See if I can't give myself a little something to hammer on. Do you guys see that? I call that winning. All right, we're going to go with a little Stay Lube white lithium grease to avoid, if we can get it in there, make our life a little easier and avoid deterioration of the rubber. All right, we're going to use the old bolt to facilitate installation. Not a whole lot of force involved there. So I had my air wrench on low actually, so I'm going to put it up on high to get it out of there. That locking nut really locks, I tell you what. All right, bushings installed. Let's put it back together. All right, so we're going to reuse the bushing that goes on the top, and that will go between the top bushing and the pitman arm. But first we have to install this little dust cap here. And then we got our bushing. We'll have to hold that in place. Put the bolt through the bushing. Get everything lined up. There we go. All right. And then we have this real skinny spacer. This is just a protector, I think, to protect the bushing. Is really all that's for. And let me go check the torque settings real quick. All right, we're looking at 180 Newton meters, or 132 foot-pounds. All right, that is about 60. Holy cow, we got a long way to go. All right, my torque wrench is kind of fouled up, but by golly, that rascal's on there. It ain't going to go anywhere. All right, let's go ahead and get the tie rod reattached. All right. All right, so that's only about 30 foot-pounds. I think we're about done. As a matter of fact, we are done. I'll tell you what, I'm going to grease these tie rod ends while I'm here. Hey, wait a minute. Mercedes doesn't have greasable tie rod ends. What are you talking about? Well, if you installed the Moog greasable tie rod ends, then they are in fact greasable. All right, I'm going to hit these other two over here. Well, all right, there you have it. We have an idler arm bushing kit installed, by golly, I think in record time. This is supposed to be 180 Newton meters, or 132 foot-pounds. My torque wrench is I need a new one, to be honest with you. But that rascal's tight, trust me. We have the dust cap here. The bushing, I'm sorry, there is a spacer that goes between this cap and the idler arm. So don't forget to put that spacer in between there when you put everything back together. All right, only thing that's left to do now is take a test drive. All right, we're out on a little test drive here. And I'll have to say that's probably one of the easiest repairs that I've done on this car to date. Steering seems to be quite nice. I think maybe it might be not quite as stiff as it was, but you know, it's nice and tight and nice and solid, very smooth, no issues. Well, that's about it, folks. We're going to call this quick and easy today. Appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video, don't forget to click that little bell. You know where it is. We'll talk to you guys real soon.